ain't good. Little brake boost. All right, so as you can see, got all my boosted shades. Always rocking that Team Boosted, baby. Boosted. Anyway, here we have my new hull set, which is going to be going on the probe. And after a whole bunch of being busy, it is finally the day where I'm going to rip the old turbo kit, or the old blown hull set off of the red car. I got to swap the exhaust housing. I got to clock the compressor housing on this one, and then she will be ready to go on the car. So stay tuned, and we'll get that hull set up off of the probe. All right, so here we are. Time to tear the turbo kit apart, get the blown HX35 W56mm out. First thing is going to be to take off the upper intercooler pipe, then the exhaust, the bumper exit exhaust has to come off, then the wastegate dump tube, heat shield, turbo drain, turbo feed, and manifold bolts, and it can come off. So stay tuned and I will get that started. What's up, guys? So far got the upper intercooler pipe off. The down pipe is, or bumper exit is taken loose. And now I've got to shut up, dude. Now I've got to take off the screamer pipe for the wastegate, take the wastegate off, take off the turbo feed and drain, and heat shield exhaust manifold bolts. And I can pull the whole thing off. And here we are 15 minutes later, and the turbo kit is ripped off of the car. Because I have simplified this so much, it makes it very easy. Everything looks good. Little wetness on that one, not sure if it's oil or fuel. But you can tell I've been running race gas. All the exhaust ports look good, no oil or anything, so this engine is running like a champ, man. It's got it's got like 5% leak down, compression's perfect. And this is the 6th set of pistons and rods that have been in this car, or in this block, without pulling the block out of the car. I just rehone it and throw new ones in with new rings and bearings every time. Never had an issue. So here we are, got the blown HX35 off of the Tim's .63 AR machined GT35R exhaust housing. And we are going to be putting on the billet wheel HX35. Wow, I just realized that compressor fin has a crack in it. Look at all the damage to the compressor wheel. This thing's gonna need a full rebuild. Exhaust side looks okay. I don't know. Turbine looks good. Compressor's fucked. So what we have here is a 12 AN bung on my block with a 12 to 10 AN adapter. And the reason I did that is because when I originally did this turbo kit for the hull set, I wanted to make sure I had a giant drain so that the hull set would be flowing plenty of oil, because too small of a drain is the #1 killer of hull sets. Well, I couldn't get a 12 AN drain adapter for a HX35. So what I did was I figured out oh yeah, I'm a vintage BMX guy, by the way. Lots of vintage BMX. But anyway, what I did was I got a 3/4 inner diameter drain, because I don't have enough room between the bottom of the turbo and the port on the oil pan to fit an AN fitting on both ends. That was my issue, which is why I ran a 10 AN drain, which is this guy. And that worked for me. You know what I mean? Well, I needed 12 AN on this new one, so that was my solution. I got to switch over the feed. And as you can see, that's how I need the center section oriented, so I'm going to have to clock the compressor housing. But other than that, then I can just put the turbo kit back together and she'll be ready to rock.